Hey everyone, just want to give you a little update. I know some people, you know, are still concerned about me. They ask me, how's the place going? I think everyone's waiting for the other shoe to drop. But the good news is that everything continues to be good news here. Like every piece of new news is good news. Um, the landlord came by for to exterminate the other day, and he said, "How's everything going?" I said, "Great. Just don't sell the place." And he said, "Oh no." Well, it wasn't the landlord; it was a property manager. But he said this guy who owns my unit just bought the unit across the hall upstairs. So there's 4 units in the building, and now he owns 3 of the 4. And the guy said he has no plan on unloading it. So that's great news for me. That means that I can lay my roots down here and continue to build and rebuild, really. But it's been a very rough stretch, and I want to thank everyone again for all their help, support, spiritually, financially, and in every kind of way. So the biggest issue with me has been dealing with my car. So I'm sitting in here now. I just put $1,500 into it and had a few things repaired. But crankcase vent, the alternator went bad. That was $900. Map sensor. Anyway, $1,500, and then I thought that would somehow allow me to pass the emissions test, and it didn't. So I still haven't passed the emissions test, which means that my registration on my car is expired, and it's been expired since March. So when I drive around, I'm at risk of getting pulled over, which has happened to me. The cop let me off, but it's just stressful. I also have tickets from the city from when I was living in Rogers Park. So I'm at risk of getting more tickets if I park on the street, say going to gigs and things like that. So I've really been trying to take care of this registration, and I just haven't been able to. So I went the other day and got that tested again, and it still said that the computer was not yet ready on the car. That I have to drive it more. So I have a job in Naperville coming up tomorrow, and then I'm going to try to bring it in on Thursday. If I could pass the emissions test, then I could get my registration renewed and get the sticker on my vehicle and deal with my parking tickets, and I think I could really move forward. But I've been getting myself in a much better position. I paid off the car. That's the good news, is that I don't have a car payment. So I really want to get some more mileage out of this thing. It's a nice car. I actually, people say, "Oh, just get rid of that thing," but it's for what I do. I got 2 grandkids, and these seats come down from projection screens and my drums, and it's a really comfortable vehicle. You don't get fatigued driving. The sound system is excellent. So I love the car. It's great design. But man, it's been a lot of money, and it's a good thing I have a good mechanic, but I have to continue, hopefully, to get a year or 2 out of it at least. I've got 162,000 miles, but the engine's in good shape. Car's, it's a 2010. So that's been the hump I haven't really been able to get over. I have a guest staying with me right now, and that's helping with the rent, very much so. So I've cut that expense. I'm cutting expenses across the board, and yet still I'm very much food insecure. Can't really afford, to go get a full grocery shopping. I'm still relying on the food pantry, and it's hard to get any quantity of fruit, fresh fruit, vegetables, and meat, poultry. It's too expensive. So I either don't pay a bill or I buy food, and it's a trade off. Depends on my mood. So yeah, I've got this GoFundMe going still, because I am just barely getting by. Like a lot of people, it's just hard. I've had less work. Um, Everything's more expensive, and the pay is the same or less for everything. So it's made a very difficult situation. And yeah, so without SNAP, my SNAP was reduced, but without SNAP and the food pantry, I'd really be in a bind. And this was the first question of the debate last week, and about Americans are hurting and their grocery store and blah blah blah, and nobody's talking about it. Everyone appears to me, everyone's living their best life. So you know, but I see who's around me at when I go, stand in line and at the food pantry or shopping at Dollar Tree for groceries. This system is really putting screws on people. So I've been feeling that. Um, so that's pretty much an update with what's going on with me. Things are headed in the right direction, and I've been building here, but it's a daily struggle to get by in this system.